This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, the Maine Department of Health and Human Services has faced harsh criticism from lawmakers over what they call a broken and failed child welfare system, including calls to separate the Office of Child and Family Services from DHHS. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard spoke with one of the lawmakers leading the charge.
Senator Jeff Timberlake is a member of the Government Oversight Committee, which has been investigating alleged failures and shortcomings of the Maine DHHS and child welfare system. According to the department, they have been listening to testimony and suggestions given at committee hearings and are working to make improvements to help better serve and protect children.
It's the old statement, time will tell. Do I think we're moving in the right direction? I think we're being heard, but I think that if they don't break up the department, no, we won't be moving in the right way. I think the only way you can make the changes, and you heard from the majority of the committee today, agreed, and it was bipartisan, that needs to happen.
Jean Lambrou, the commissioner of DHHS, says times have changed and should be open to supporting the idea if it's what's best for Maine children.
We are open to ideas if an in-depth analysis says that making this change and the cost that comes with it will do more for children and families than a separate department. We look forward to the review. The bill is at the Health and Human Services Committee, and any data that show that children will be better off will convince us to support it.
Recently, Bobby Johnson, a 28-year veteran of OCFS, was named as the permanent director after serving as interim director when the previous director resigned. Senator Timberlake isn't convinced she's the right person for the job.
You know, if I pull somebody from within and I'm looking for change and they've been part of the problem, let's say, to begin with, then you don't change the solution to the problem.
With growing bipartisan support, the issue of separating the Office of Child and Family Services from DHHS is likely to be taken up by the full legislature sometime before the end of this legislative session. At the State House, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
A crash in Trenton killed one person and injured two others. It happened on Route 3 just before 6 o'clock last night. According to Hancock County Sheriff's Lieutenant Brian Archer, 19-year-old Gage Johnson of Mount Desert was driving at a high rate of speed and passed another vehicle. Archer says when Johnson re-entered the southbound lane, he lost control and overcorrected. According to Archer, Johnson's car spun 180 degrees in the northbound lane and then traveled backwards, striking a vehicle driven by 28-year-old Ashley Gardner of Bar Harbor. Johnson died at the scene. Ashley Gardner and her passenger were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Archer says speed has been determined to be a factor in this crash. Last November, Maine voters overwhelmingly supported the right to repair ballot question. Now, changes may be coming to the newly enacted law.
Senator Jeff Timberlake.
Members of the Committee on Innovation, Development, Economic Advancement, and Business are considering a bill that would seek to clarify Maine's right to repair law regarding vehicle diagnostic and repair information. Committee members are concerned that voters weren't informed about who would control the data and how the data would be safeguarded.
I'm very doubtful about that the 84% vote we saw. People were saying, yes, I want my automotive data to go to a government-sanctioned industry organization. I would be shocked if more than 10% knew that.
One of the ideas brought by committee members would be to have an independent quasi-government agency overseen by the legislature that would be required to act in the consumer's best interest. The Maine Warden Service has identified the body of the 51-year-old man from Carmel who drowned this morning on Etna Pond. Our Doug Banks joins us now live in studio with details. Doug?
Thank you, Peter. Maine Warden Service has confirmed that Carmel Town Manager Kevin Hell fell through the ice of Etna Pond at around 6:30 this morning while on a walk with his 4-year-old son.
At 6:40 this morning, dispatchers were called for a water rescue at 351 Damascus Road in Carmel, the home address of Kevin Howell, town manager of Carmel. According to the Maine Warden Service, Howell and his son were crossing a portion of Etna Pond when both of them broke through the ice a third of a mile from their home. The report reads that Howell was able to get his son out of the water and told him to get his mother. When he arrived at the house, the mother called 911 and told her son to stay in the house and rushed to help her husband, but ended up falling through the ice before reaching him. Penobscot Sheriff's Detective Jordan Norton was the first on scene and was able to get the wife out of the water, but couldn't find a trace of where Hal could be. Detective Norton reunited the mother with her son, while Maine Warden Service and the Carmel Fire Department arrived to assist. Divers from the Warden Service found Hal after a 20-minute search. In the wake of a sudden tragedy, the Carmel community remembered a man who put the needs of everyone else before himself.
It will be a tremendous loss for the Carmel community, not only because he's such a mentor to the people that work here. He is a can-do attitude. He had a can-do attitude for residents of the town that wanted to be able to do something.
I just think of how he was so selfless and always wanted to put the community first. He wanted Carmel to be a better community for all the folks that live in it, and he was always just looking a step ahead on making everything better for everybody, whether it be small businesses or the newest family that just moved to town.
Kevin Howell died saving his son. He will be remembered as a family man, a dad, and a great public servant for the town of Carmel. Peter?
All right, thank you, Doug. Meanwhile, a Herman parent is still looking for answers following a ransomware attack on the Herman School Department last November. Our Matthew Jurancic spoke with that parent.
It's scary knowing that one hacker, one virus, one software download can lead your information to being stolen and shared across the internet. When Greg Newell learned that his kid's information was part of a ransomware attack, he decided to speak up.
I would not want my daughter or son's picture out there on the internet.
According to Herman School Department documents, the cyber attack happened on November 5th. The Herman School Department says it immediately took steps to secure its network. An investigation conducted by its third-party provider found that data stored on PowerSchool, a cloud-based software that the school uses, was accessed. This compromised information included student names, identification numbers, and student evaluations. But Newell says what he found when he looked into the incident was, in his opinion, way worse than the parents were told by the department.
PowerSchool holds kids' pictures, their birth date, their address, the parent's phone number, potentially their social security number.
Newell brought his concerns to the town council. Steve Thomas, a Herman town council member, said he wasn't surprised that something like this happened.
This has been a concern of the council for a number of years, the security of the network. We have tried to work with the school committee since 2021 to complete an audit and try to tighten up the system, and at this point we still haven't had a whole lot of success.
Newell says he hopes department officials will share more information during the next town council meeting scheduled for February 1st. We reached out to the Herman superintendent, but he did not want to comment on the matter. In Herman, Matthew Jurancic, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
All right, looking outdoors now, snow still falling in many places. Let's turn things over and get a first check of our forecast, see what else is coming our way.
Thank you so much, and finally the snow is here, right? It is middle of winter though, so nothing out of the ordinary, but some light to moderate snow is still falling all over the region. More on the scattered end now, and that will be the case overnight tonight. Visibility though, wow, very low here in town. 1 mile here in town. Bar Harbor's at a 1 mile. Rockland a little bit better at 4 miles, but take a look up north though. Millinocket area up into Greenville, we are looking at that moderate snow still falling, and it's going to become more lighter and more scattered throughout the overnight hours. Still an inch or two will be possible. High temperatures earlier today, like we were thinking, a little bit above freezing here in town. Right by the coast, we got Machias, Bar Harbor into Rockland. Temperatures back in those mid-30s. Up north, though, they did stay below freezing, so all of that snow was sticking around. Roads are not in good shape, but same story here in town. The winds are pretty calm, anywhere between 5-10 miles per hour all over the state. No gusty winds for today as this low pressure system is in the region. For tonight, though, we're going to continue to dip below freezing. Temperatures will be back in those mid-20s with some scattered snow showers. Peter?
All right, so with those temperatures dipping, important to remember to stay careful out on the roads. There could be some ice out there. Conrad, thank you. And coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, a harsh winter has contributed to a dire shortage of blood. We'll hear more from members of the American Red Cross. And the organizations that provide heating assistance to Mainers say they're struggling to keep up with demand. Our David Ledford brings us a closer look when we come right back.
Are your gutters weighed down by debris causing them to sag and overflow? I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems. Clogged gutters lead to costly repairs for your home, so skip the cleaning and stop the clogs with Gutter Shutter. Gutter Shutter, the world's best gutter, is a high-performance gutter with a lifetime no-clog guarantee. Stop the clutter, get Gutter Shutter. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basementy.
Quitting smoking, vaping, and other tobacco may be tough, but you can do it. Even if you don't get it right the first time, don't give up. Working with a quit coach increases your chances of successfully quitting, especially combined with quit medications. That's why each quit program through the Maine Quit link offers free patches, gum, and/or lozenges and helps you build a customized quit plan. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or enroll online at mainequitlink.com. It's free and it works.
Great Scott! This is Green Bear 420 in 2010. What kind of trip is this? I gotta get back to 2023. Wait, it's 2015. So much has changed. In 2023, we had a lot more glass, t-shirts, and novelties. It's gonna take a bolt of lightning to get me home. Finally, home at last. Now Green Bear 420, Green Bear Green Care is bigger and better than ever. To be continued.
What's happening at the Penobscot Ice Arena?
Youth hockey leagues. Public skating. Stick and puck. Birthday party.
Adult hockey leagues.
Frozen Friday laser light skate.
Lace up your skates today at Penobscot Ice Arena in Brewer. For more info, visit penobscoticearena.org.
At Warren Financial, your financial goals are our priority. Your financial plan may appear to be all about savings and investing, but in reality, it's about much more. Your life, your family, and your legacy. That's why the financial planner you choose is so important.
Plan your future with Warren Financial. Visit warrenfinancialplan.com or call 573-1825.
Your trusted partner in wealth management.
ABC 7, honored to be named Maine's television station of the year.
Welcome back. Those winter storms we experienced earlier this month had detrimental impacts on the American Red Cross blood supply. According to the Red Cross, due to those storms, nearly 15,000 donations went uncollected, making the current emergency blood shortage even worse. The executive director of the American Red Cross, Northern and Eastern Maine, Caroline King, says it's incredibly important to make an appointment and donate blood now more than ever.
We have so many open appointments right now, hundreds of open appointments. We are counting on people to come out and give blood. Every day we need 300 people to give blood in the state of Maine, and we're just not seeing that many folks.
Bangor High School hosted its own drive on Friday morning to help with the shortage. Cerise Molina helped organize that event, and she was a first-time donor too.
I mean, I'm donating right now just because personally I want to, and also one day I want people to see that I did it. I want them to be like, I want to do it too, you know?
A great example of leading by example. Here's hoping they get those donations they need. Well, as temperatures continue to drop, more and more Mainers need help heating their homes, but the agencies that provide that help are struggling to meet demand. Our David Ledford has more.
A lot of people are having to make the choice between whether they're going to be able to heat their homes or they're going to put food on their table.
Community action agencies like Penquis Cap and Down East Community Partners are getting less funding to keep families warm during the colder months, but the demand for heating assistance is high. Officials say applications for the Home Energy Assistance Program are up 8% across the state.
Penquis has taken over 1,400 more new applications this year than we had from last year. We've done almost 9,000 this year.
We're seeing an uptick in application, a decrease in benefit.
According to Maine Housing, the Home Energy Assistance Program received extra state and federal funding for the previous two winters, which resulted in a larger benefit for eligible households. However, Maine housing representatives say that funding has dipped back to pre-pandemic levels, leaving roughly $40 million to be distributed for the year.
Payments are half of what they were from last season. So an average payment from last season was $1,100, and now it's down to $550.
Now, agencies are asking for help to make sure everyone stays warm this winter.
And we're getting kind of low on our emergency funds, so now we're working into our discretionary fund. So we're really looking for help.
We all appreciate being warm in our homes each and every night, and we should want that for all of our fellow Mainers.
To learn how you can donate, visit our website, foxbangor.com. In Bangor, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, an adult ballet class in Guilford caught the eye of our Devin Dagnalt. He'll bring us details. And in sports, Mattanock girls basketball is off to one of their best starts in a long time. We'll have that story right after the break.
Does your dream kitchen look like this? Or this? Or maybe you need a little more inspiration? Get it when you explore the complete in-store showroom displays at Hammond Lumber Company. When you find the look you like, the Hammond team will help you customize it, including accurate 3D renderings, so you can visualize your project before the work begins. Hammond offers delivery from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire and professional service after the sale. Your dream kitchen begins when you bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company.
Create the perfect spaces in your home for 2024 at the Furniture Gallery. Entertain in style this year with a new dining set. Have room for everyone on movie nights with a big sectional and extra seating. Feel more rested with a new mattress from Serta, Restonic, or Nectar. Celebrate the new year with unbeatable values during our New Year blowout sale. Save up to 60% on clearance items here at the Furniture Gallery. Support our Maine family-owned business and save money. Happy New Year from our family to yours. The Furniture Gallery, in Augusta, Bangor, Newport, and North Windham.
Hello, this is George Whelan with Down East Direct Cremation. Now, anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, from the comfort of your desktop or the convenience of your mobile device, you can summon transport and arrange a simple, affordable, respectful Down East Direct Cremation for your deceased loved one. Just by using the button exclusively at downeastdirectcremation.com. All you need is the location address of the person who has died, their vital statistics information, a valid credit card for payment, and that's it. No need to pick up the telephone, no need to answer a bunch of questions, no need to come into the store, and it's still just $9.75 complete. It's so easy, even I can do it. For more information, visit us at downeastdirectcremation.com or call us at 207-225-5332. Simple, affordable, respectful. The button, only at downeastdirectcremation.com.
Welcome to the Orono Arcade, your local, affordable destination. We want to provide you with the best experience we can without costing a small fortune. Our ever-popular 9-hole blacklight mini golf course is a huge attraction. Plus, we have the best arcade video games to choose from, including both modern and retro games. We have weeknight specials consisting of... We look forward to seeing you soon at the Orono Arcade.
Now, with so much on the line, more Americans are turning to David Muir and ABC's World News Tonight than any other newscast across all of television.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Let's start with some high school hoops here. Mattanock Academy girls basketball is out to one of their best starts in team history, behind some great defense and a few young stars. Ryan Sudol has more in this week's Hardwood Spotlight.
We've had our ups and downs, but we've all worked really well together and to get to where we are.
Where Mattanock Academy girls basketball is now, perhaps their best spot in team history, 12-2 and a top C North.
We really worked well as a team this year. We're all a pretty tight-knit group, and I think that's really important.
The biggest part of the Lynx' game is their defense, which grabs more steals and rebounds than one can count. Having 3 6-footers certainly helps a lot.
Just having that length helps us make
the offense make bad decisions.
And once they get into transition, forget it. It's like clockwork at the rim.
Pitching, I mean, the Post do a great job of that. One dribble and it gets out on the other side of the court.
It's the rebound, 1-2 dribble, and then get the outlet so that we can get an easy bucket off of it.
And even on a team with a bunch of seniors, those buckets are often made by two sophomores, forwards Addison Sear and Megan House.
I've been playing with her for a long time, so we've developed like a connection where you know where they're going to be.
I wouldn't be able to do it with anybody else. Addison rebounds and she gets after it. Lauren, she's great at displaying the ball to everybody else.
Lauren is Megan's older sister. The senior point guard is very proud of Megan's success. To a point.
It is pretty difficult for me being older than her. I come home, oh, I scored more than you today.
Moving on, the Lynx' 2 losses are against top teams Dexter and PVHS, but they picked up a buzzer-beater win over the Tigers, proving a lot. Plus, those types of games are great tournament prep.
The environment in those games is a lot like what you'll see in the Cross Center, just with the energy. It's just good to get those games in and get the experience.
And what an experience it would be for the Lynx to run through the Cross Center to their first regional title in program history.
I remember coming to these games when I was younger and watching, and I always thought, oh my gosh, this would be so cool. So to really do that, I think it would be incredible.
In Lincoln, I'm Ryan Sudol, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thanks for that, Ryan. Let's stay with some basketball now. The NBA All-Star Game starters being announced this week, and once again, Jason Tatum making that list. So far, just the starters have been named, so JT finds himself as one of the top 5 vote-getters from the East. Tatum is averaging 27 points a game with over 8 rebounds and over 4 assists for the NBA's best 35-10 Celtics. After their big win last night against the Heat, Tatum says he never takes these opportunities for granted.
I never get used to it. Never want to take it for granted. You know, as a kid, that was my dream. I watched All-Star Weekend every year growing up and just dreamed about one day being in that game. So to, you know, be voted in as a starter, you know, 5th year straight in the game, you know, doesn't seem real at times.
All right, looking forward to watching him at All-Star Weekend. Hopefully some more Celtics will be joining him. That's all the time we have for sports, though. Here's Conrad Sapinski with your full 5-day forecast. Conrad?
Thank you so much, Tyler. Our main weather is brought to you by Varney Ford. Varney Ford in Newport gives 1 full year maintenance on every new and used vehicle they sell. Come visit them and see their huge selection of cars and trucks, the nice car and truck people. All right, I am really excited to go snowmobiling. We got more snow on the ground, right? It's a little bit up north, Greenville, over 1 foot of snow on the ground. So I am excited to bring out those snowmobiles and just go on a ride. It is middle of winter, though, so might as well have a little bit of fun. Now, winter weather advisories are still in effect till around 10 p.m. today, and then things will definitely start to improve. Like I was thinking, these winter weather advisories did get posted here in town, and then same story just east of town as well for all of that snow that is still falling right now. And a big low pressure system, lots of moisture from the Gulf, that was brought all the way up north, all the way right up into our town, of course, all over the state. We were looking at some snow. Of course, Boston, upstate New York, Vermont, they were looking at some rain, unfortunately melting some of that snow away, so they are dealing with a lot of slush downstate. Now, for our region, still a couple of scattered snow showers, and more on the lighter end right now. We did see some light to moderate snow earlier today. A couple of spots up north, just north of Millinocket area, where those darker blue colors are. As you folks could see, those are some moderate bands moving in. That's going to start to improve very, very soon. By tomorrow morning, possibly a couple of flurries possible, and then we're actually going to see peaks of sunshine into those afternoon hours tomorrow. So it's going to look much, much better, and it is going to start drying out. Finally, a good time to go out there with your shovels and just get everything cleared up. And temperature-wise, though, take a look at this. Washington, D.C., they were close to 80 degrees earlier today. Record highs all over the region. Raleigh back in the 70s as well. Wow, can you believe that? Washington, D.C. saw snow the last week and a half. This was last week. And now they're back in the 70s and 80s. Wow, unbelievable stuff. But we're going to get used to this type of weather into the near future, I would say next 10, 20 years. Now, most of this cold air is all the way up north. Alaska's in these bitterly cold temperatures. They're getting round after round after round round of snow, and they're definitely going to continue to deal with that as that cold air continues to be locked up north. Now, we're going to get a little bit of taste of winter. Of course, 20s back Monday, Tuesday into Wednesday, and then right back up into the 30s. So these above average temperatures will be back middle to end of next week. Still good enough for that snow to be sticking around. Now, for tonight, though, temperatures back in those mid-20s. Cloudy skies, but a couple of scattered snow showers will still be in the region. Very limited accumulations. We're looking at an additional maybe inch of snow. Temperatures tomorrow, though, 33 degrees, near freezing. Couple of flurries possible early, and then some decreasing clouds. Couple peaks of sunshine will be possible until those afternoon hours. Our extended forecast outlook does show possibly a couple of flurries or some lighter snow showers possible on Monday, and then Tuesday we are cold. Wednesday, same story, back up into those upper 20s. Peter?
All right, so a pretty nice weekend on the way. Conrad, thank you, and there's more to come after the break. Stay with us.
At Warren Financial, your financial goals are our priority. Your financial plan may appear to be all about savings and investing, but in reality, it's about much more. Your life, your family, and your legacy. That's why the financial planner you choose is so important.
Plan your future with Warren Financial. Visit warrenfinancialplan.com or call 573-1825.
Your trusted partner in wealth management.
CEM DP Porter Contractors have been in business for more than 40 years. We have recently added an electrical division to further be of service to our loyal customers. CEM specializes in design build for commercial and residential projects. Whether you need help with older construction, new build-outs, or electrical services, CEM has you covered. CEM is currently hiring for all positions. We offer competitive pay as well as great benefits. To inquire about employment or construction, please reach out to 848-7486 or visit CEMmaine.com.
Is that a new generator at your house?
Yep, a Generac automatic standby generator from Valley Home Services. They just installed it. Wished I'd done it sooner.
Comes on automatically?
Yep, no more standing out in the cruddy weather tugging on a rope to start.
Powers your well pump?
Does the whole house. You can come over next time the power goes out. I went with Valley because they'll service and maintain it.
What's the number? I want my own.
Here you go. Call Valley Home Services to install a Generac automatic standby generator for your home today.
Create the perfect spaces in your home for 2024 at the Furniture Gallery. Entertain in style this year with a new dining set. Have room for everyone on movie nights with a big sectional and extra seating. Feel more rested with a new mattress from Serta, Restonic, or Nectar. Celebrate the new year with unbeatable values during our New Year blowout sale. Save up to 60% on clearance items here at the Furniture Gallery. Support our main family-owned business and save money. Happy New Year from our family to yours. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Newport, and North Windham.
People ask me all the time, does Lowry & Associates really get all of those clients, all of those big settlements? Yes, we do. And you know what else is true? I really am standing on top of this big truck.
Tonight is a possible bipartisan solution to the border crisis colliding with campaign politics, plus tracking the flooding from heavy rain and melting snow. More Americans turn to the most watched newscast on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Welcome back, and finally tonight, this week, our Devin Dagnall traveled to Guilford, where Friends of Community Fitness is offering an adult ballet class. He was lucky enough to stop in for the very first meeting and got a few pointers of his own. Check it out in this week's edition of Destination Devin.
We're looking to try to bring unique programs to the area. We want things that people can't find in Piscataquis County.
That's Brittany Gallagher. She's the executive director of Friends of Community Fitness. Recently, she started putting the pieces together for an adult ballet program, the likes of which couldn't be found for miles around. But such an exceptional program needs an exceptional instructor.
I've been studying ballet since I was about 3 years old.
Meet Joanne O'Leary, simply known as Jo to her students. Her extensive ballet background includes, but is not limited to, studying at the Harrisburg Dance Conservatory, Harvard University, and Boston Ballet. It's fair to say she's been in the business for quite a few years, but over the years she started to notice a trend of the people who were and weren't involved in the art, and she wants to make a change to that.
The ballet world has been very closed historically to people of color and to economically disenfranchised people. And I hope this class just kind of makes a small inroad in really expanding opportunities for both of those groups, not that they're mutually exclusive.
In Joe's class, it doesn't matter if you've been practicing for decades or you're a complete beginner. Ballet is for anyone who wants to express themselves.
It's for anyone who appreciates movement and music, I think, and self-expression, because really that's what ballet is about. It's about finding something within yourself that needs to be expressed, or a story that needs to be told, and accompanying it to wonderful music.
In Guilford, Devin Dagnall, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Wow, great story there from Devin. Great to hear her making that just more accessible for all people. And Devin, I think you need to work on your form a little bit, but at least you look good in that leotard. All right, well, that's going to do it for us tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a great rest of your evening.